We do not own the mineral acres underneath this land. We're the landowners, we own the surface acres. And in North Dakota, you cannot deny the people who own the mineral acres their right to obtain the oil or whatever that's under the ground. So thus, as a landowner, you can't resist them putting these oil well sites on your land. If you resist them when they want to put an oil well on your land, they can declare eminent domain and they can actually take it from you. And if you do it that way, you might not even get paid for the damage that they're doing to your land. The land is actually still zoned agriculture because if it was zoned for anything else, the oil companies would actually have to put meters on the site, you know, to measure air quality and stuff like that. But as to leaving it as the agricultural zone, they don't have to do anything like that. They don't have to test the air, they can burn their gas, they can flare it for a certain amount of time. Once they drill a well on your land, and they're producing oil, that lease is for an eternity. I mean, you can never release it or anything else as long as they have a producing well on your land, so it's a one-time deal. North Dakota people are really friendly people. They're nice people. You kind of like to work with people. And in the beginning, I guess, I knew this site was going to come, but one day I just happened to be driving by and my fence was cut and there were two cats in there building a road. And they had the fence laid back, and I drove in and I stopped them and I talked to them and I said, well, you guys just cut a 4-wire fence, you're out on grassland, and don't you think there might be cattle at large? And I said, nobody really even told me you guys were beginning. And I said, what's going on? And so I kind of stopped them from working and told them to call their boss and had a discussion with them, you know, as to why I wasn't given a little bit of fair warning and stuff like that. And you know, I mean, then I was so ignorant as to what was going on that I just thought maybe it was an oversight or something like that. But they were also digging the road in the wrong direction, too far out into the land, which I said, one of the reasons I stopped them is that when we were making the plan for this site, they were going to keep the road kind of close to the road at hand so they didn't wreck so much land. And they were just kind of out there just tearing up dirt, and I just said, whoa, wait a minute, this isn't the contract I signed as to where this road was going to go. So I got a hold of the person I had talked with, and I said, what in the heck is the deal here? I said, we signed a contract, and I said, so far, nothing has gone where you sat down and talked to me about. I mean, it's all different. And he basically told me, well, once you signed that contract, we were able to do anything that we wanted. The biggest thing that we have learned is any time you deal with an oil company anymore, you got to hire a lawyer. And that's, furthermore, that's another cost that we didn't have back before oil was here. And if you happen to be a landowner without mineral acres, so you're not getting anything from it, that's a big expense. It really is. And one of the other things is that the oil companies pretty much have all the lawyers on retainer themselves, so it's really hard to find a lawyer in North Dakota who isn't working for the oil companies.